Hello everyone! Welcome back to another Dameo777 video, and today we will do something a bit different. Today I will play with every single unit in the summer event of Noob Tower Defense and figure out one question with each of these units. Is it worth investing gems to get this unit if you somehow don't have one? Like if you missed the event or were not lucky enough to get one, like something like that. And I will be determining that by putting it on this custom tier list I made. It ranging from you should definitely get it, or I wouldn't recommend getting it. And before I explain the categories I am judging this by, if you do enjoy this video, please like and subscribe for more videos on this game or something like this, or even other content that I have on my channel in the future. Sure. And anyways, what will I be judging this on? I will be judging it based on a couple things. Most importantly, the unit's stats and stuff. Of like RIP, which is recent average price for when you go get it with gems, M's, rarity, and then other minor stuff is like if there's other ways to get it, or is it similar to another unit? It's stuff like that. And then the other thing I want to mention before I start is even though in the title, in like my intro, I did say everything, or even in the title or the thumbnail it said everything, I do not have every unit. I have a majority of the units. So I will mention the units I don't have in this section upcoming. And also, I will not be judging shiny versions of the summer units, but I will mention the RIP price just in case if you find one, and thing about, oh, should I get that one? Stuff like that. And also there is, if you're interested on a certain unit, I have basically chapters at the bottom of in the video for you to find what unit you're looking for. Those chapters are also in the description, of course. And anyways, let's get started. Just to let you know, I don't have every summer unit. So we're going to take this time right now to explain, or basically show, all the summer units I don't have, which are their rarity, normal, and shiny RIPs as well. Which, most of them are very expensive, so unless you have that much gems stored up, or you just pay to win with your gems, and you ain't gonna really be having enough to get these. So if you don't really care about this part and just want to see the actual units I tested, of course there's chapters to skip this part. But if you were to ask me where I would put these, if I had to put them anywhere, get it if you want. I can't really judge them. So first up we have the Summer Zenith, which is a secret unit. Has a normal RAP of 36,464 gems. And originally there was no RAP for the shiny, but there was. Do not take this one for granted, since it is an average and probably will definitely change as more shinies hit the market. But as of recording this, its shiny RP is 666 gems. So, yeah, a spooky number. Ooh. Anyways, forgetting about that part. The next one is the balloon tosser, which is exclusive and has a normal RAP of 69,872 gems and has no shiny RAB. So, yeah. And then we have the Sandcastler, again, also an exclusive. The rest of these are exclusive, has a normal RAP of 13,567 gems, and like the last one, it has no shiny RAP. Real big whoop. So then we have the Snorkeler, which is of course an exclusive. Has a normal RAP of 19,223 gems, and of course, like the other two, I have no shiny RAP. And the final one is the Water Gunner, which is you guessed it, an exclusive. Has a normal RAP of 4,726, and I want you to guess, does this have a shiny RAP? Yes or no? 3, 2, 1. If you guess no, it doesn't, you'll be correct. Congratulations, it has no shiny RAP. And anyways, those are the ones I couldn't get. The rest of them will be in this video, and anyways, let's move on to our first unit. Alright, first up on the units is the Noodler, which is a common unit. It's with a normal RAP of 100 and a shiny RAP of 129. And its start damage is 5, up with a cooldown of 1.5, 1.5. Anyway. A range of 10 and a splash of 3. So we just keep these two up. I need to put down leaf farms. Farm. Oh yeah, we need to upgrade this. I think they're fine though. Our first upgrade is $100, and they are 1.95k. Alright, so next upgrade, they do 7 damage, with a 1.1 cooldown, a range of 11, and a splash of 3. I do want to mention before we continue with this guy that as of recording, he is currently also available in the coin merchant. I don't remember the price off the top of my head, but he is available in there. So that may dock points off for that. We'll put down another farm. We'll McDonald's. Yeah, his splash is kind of nice. He is cheap, so he may be a good starter for beginners. Okay, next upgrade he has, which is 350. He does 10 damage every 1.05 seconds, has a range of 13, and has the same splash, but also does stealth. And as you can see by me having 2 of them, they're not really the best with the speedy guys. You haven't really encountered a damage, like a high health enemy yet, so we'll see how well they do with them. And our next upgrade is 600, which we can upgrade right now, making them deal 12 damage every 1 second, with a range of 15, and still the stealth and same splash. But yeah, if you're like an experienced player, you should probably have this guy. But if you somehow don't, or like if you're a new player or something, again, it's a comment. You don't really need it unless you're like a completionist. But anyway, yeah, his final upgrade price is 900. And at max, they deal. Oh, nice. They deal 16 damage every 0.95 seconds, with a range of 16 and a splash of 4. But yeah, and like I was saying, if you're looking for like a strong unit, again, this is a common. This isn't really gonna be your first pick. There's probably other commons in normal summons anyway. So you're only really gonna try to find this if you're a collector. And I do want to mention for like RAP stuff also, the lowest you could put for a unit in the shop is 100 gems, I'm pretty sure. So that's why like these units who may be very common will have like an RAP of like 100. About to see how well they do against these slender aliens. So yeah, I would rank it at like I would say like around low, get it if you want. High, don't recommend. Like if you want a good starter, this may be like the best option for maybe a common, but there is plenty of other starters that you could probably get easier through like summons or a better starter through even the marketplace. But yeah, but I'm on the tier list. I'm gonna put wouldn't recommend. It's not really the best unit to go spend your diamonds for. Like if he's there, sure, if you want to. But there are better units out there to invest your gems on, so yeah, so I'm gonna put him on wouldn't recommend. Then, yeah, we're gonna move on to the next unit. Alright, so the next unit we're gonna test is not this one on the ground. It is actually the Lemonator, which for normal RAP, it will cost 143 gems, and for a shiny, it will cost 640 gems. And the main reason I don't already have him down now, even though he's part of the starting money, is this unit is a farm, which means I brought the actual farm unit also to compare its money output to, and also to cause bigger trouble with this guy. This unit's also currently in the coin merchant. Again, I don't remember the price. I'm not going to really factor that in that much. So as long as it has better money output than the farm, then it'll probably do well. But of course, we need to gain some money. So I just wanna build up some cash right here. I'm gonna just build up some cash. I may speed this up if we don't have enough for this guy. Yeah, we're gonna speed it up a bit so we can get some money. These guys probably won't do much, and if we do die, I'll probably revive. Alrighty then. I need 300. God damn we have our Lemonator right here. We're gonna put, you know, I can just put another guy right down right here, and we're gonna go back to speed 1. Anyways, so this is the unit right here. He starts off giving us 180 coins per wave compared to the farm, which deals 125 coins per wave, which is a 55. It gives you 55 more coins than the farm. And for this one, the first upgrade price is 1k, but the Lemonator's first upgrade price is a little more expensive, like $100 more. So yeah, we're gonna just, yeah, I might be upgrading these in the background. This may take a while because of upgrade prices, so don't mind me. Okay. Actually, we're gonna speed this back up. We're actually gonna speed this back up because we need it. So yeah, currently, it actually isn't that bad. And looking by the profit margin next upgrade, it may also help better. So we need $2,100 for next upgrade. I'm not gonna skip the wave. I don't want to die already. You don't even have these guys maxed out. Now, the main reason I picked Soldier is because, I don't know, because why not? I don't use this guy pay that much. Look at that, we're already probably gonna die. Oh, great. Hey guys, isn't that swell? We may have to actually test these guys on the freaking sandbox. My first time doing a video like this, so we're gonna revive, of course. Alright, that gives us enough for the upgrade, so if they let us upgrade. Alright, so the normal farm makes us 375 gems, meanwhile the Lemonator makes us 500, which is higher. The Lemonator makes us 125 more coins than the farm. So it is looking better. The only thing, of course, holding it back is that the farm you could just get from summons. It's a lot easier to get from summons. Which, if you're trying to find a farm unit, isn't gonna help you pick a Lemonator over the farm. I think we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Okay. Technical difficulties. So now we got that over with. We're gonna put you down. And then their next upgrade cost is actually identical. They're both 1.5k. So when we upgrade them, the farm makes us $750. And then what's interesting is that they actually equal both in money production after this upgrade. So pretty much you're making the same amount of money. It's just this guy is a bit more expensive than this one, which could dog at some points, but its next upgrade is its also final one. This one's 3.6. We know the farm is 3k, so it has 1,250 coins point out for the farm, and then this one it is 1,450, which means the Lemonator does make more money than a maxed out farm when both are maxed by 200 coins, and it's a bit more expensive than the farm. If we were to and compare their upgrade max out costs. Like the Eliminator is around $700 more expensive for 200 coins. So overall, it is a better farm. I do not want to judge that. Honestly, you're probably more likely to better off just get a normal farm. It is a lot easier than trying to find a Eliminator, especially with the trading clauses I'm in. They don't really sell rares, and plus the merchant's there. But in a scenario where you can't get it from the merchant anymore, I just suggest still going for the farm. But since it does make more money, I am gonna put this higher than the Noodler's tier, which means the Eliminator barely scrapes to get it if you want tier, but it is on the low end of that tier. So yeah, the Eliminator scores on get it if you want tier. Our next unit is the epic Miss Monkey right here, with a normal RAP of 117 gems and a shiny RAP of 937 gems. And it may be similar to Mr. Monkey, but I don't know, I don't have him. So we're gonna just judge this as a unit itself. So anyways, it is AoE, by the way. It does 6 damage every 2.2 seconds, has a range of 11, has stealth and armor, and has I'm pretty sure a splash of 2. And we are big in a pickle, I can tell you right now. And its first upgrade is 1.1k, so we may have to use a revive here. And also, I'm pretty sure this and the I think till like mythic, I'm pretty sure, or maybe just all the summonable summer units are probably in the merchant as of right now. So I'm probably not going to mention them being in the merchant, but just to let you know, they're probably not going to dock that many points. So yeah, oh my god. Don't this unit is have to put more farms and we might actually be dead. We might actually be dead here. Oh my god, because this unit is so slow. Let's skip the wave, skip the wave, skip the wave. Come on. Oh! That helps nothing. God dang it. Anyways, it does 12 damage every 1.5 seconds, has a range of 11, does stealth, armor, and has a splash of 3. And we have to place more. So yeah, this unit definitely ain't gonna help you deal with these speedy folks. Next upgrade is 1.6k. Can these take these guys out? Oh my god. See, already not looking good for freaking Miss Monkey. We're like half health. We're almost dead, by the way. So now we're dealing 24 damage every 1.3 seconds with a range of 13. Deals with stealth and armor, and has a splash of 3. See, you'd rather use this unit more to deal with like these stronger, slower units than like than like the fast guys. But again, there's probably other units that do a better job. Anyway. Let's get the wage. Make your money. So anyways, next upgrade, it deals 30 damage every 1.15 seconds, have a range of 15, does stealth armor, and has a splash of 4. It is getting slightly better, but this unit will probably not deal you much when you first place it. Hit the revive. See, like, you compare it, 6 damage every like 2.2 seconds. It will be good for like easy mode, maybe medium mode. But again, it's also $650, so this can't be your starter unit unless you use the high starting cash, which gives you enough and $100 more to freaking place down so you can place down this guy. Anyways, maxed out, it does 40 damage every 1 second. It has a range of 15, does stealth armor, and 5 splash. So yeah, unlike endless or maybe even other difficulties that don't start with like normal noobs, yeah, this one ain't gonna really help you much. Like, I'm on endless and they ain't dealing with these slender aliens that well. So yeah, that is a problem. And to be fair, we're in like that territory where probably they're, for me, I'm gonna put this in wouldn't recommend. There's probably other units that do a way better job, and since it's an epic and not like very rare, not many people will probably be selling this, so I don't really recommend going for it. Like, same thing with the Noodler. If you really want to, or you're like a collector, then that's up to you, but this ain't the unit you're gonna be looking for a high damage unit. So yeah, it's going wouldn't recommend, and probably above the Noodler, but probably wouldn't recommend. Alrighty, so next up we have the Summer Marksman right here. Here. With a normal RAP of 100 and a shiny RAP of 124. And it does deal with flying units. So yeah, so that's great. And with a damage of 11 every 1.6 seconds, and also does 13 damage. But the main thing competing with it that made damage its score is, seeing as there's another unit in my inventory. This is probably the first unit that I definitely know of that is a summer variant of the normal unit, the Marksman. But think on the bright side, it is cheaper than the normal Marksman placement wise. It's being $45 cheaper, which sure may not be significant enough, but it is something. It is something. Which for these lower units, for people that get them through like trading plazas and stuff, is definitely something to look out for. So what we're going to do similar to the farm. We're going to probably compare them, which is probably what will happen to most units that are similar to others, especially the ones that are just named after another unit or have around like really like similar stuff to another unit, like the Farm and Lemonator had. So let me just place down this other Marksman. But unfortunately for this Marksman, it does deal more damage than the normal Marksman with a shorter cooldown. Not by much, but it is slightly significant. But what does this? But the Sunburnt Marksman does have the advantage of it being able to kill flying units before the Marksman, since that is his next upgrade. But their upgrades are the same price. And this is also the first unit that has this red, which means something is about to decrease or be a bad upgrade for a unit, which we'll see in a bit. Once we have $1,600, that is. So we're gonna skip. We have enough. Anyways, so after those upgrades, the Marksman does 12 damage every 1.25 seconds with a range of 18 and does stealth and fly, while the Sunburnt Marksman does less damage at a higher cooldown with 9 damage every 1.35 seconds, having the exact same at the exact same range as the normal Marksman, has stealth, and I'm pretty sure it, according to this, it lost fly. It's about to gain it back, which is weird why it does that, but anyways, next upgrade is the same price, which certainly looking like you are better off just spending the extra $45 for a normal Marksman in a match, because he deals more damage and with a lower cooldown, which isn't helpful for a unit that is basically the summer version of another unit you could just get at summons, which doesn't help it in this case. And we're gonna put up my money. Alrighty then. Alright, so the normal Marksman deals 25 damage every 1 second with 20 range, stealth, and does stealth and fly. Meanwhile, the Summer Marksman does 2 damage less at 18, as 0.1 higher cooldown with a cooldown of 1.1, the exact same range, actually 2 lower range, 2 lower, and does stealth and fly. And then they're both 2.5k in price, which means you're basically what this unit is basically looking like. You are gonna spend 45 less coins in a match just to get a worse Marksman, which isn't the best for a unit that's basically going to be limited probably after the summer if they're not removed from the merchant, which is a problem. Well, we are going to have to place a lot of these guys down. So yeah, it ain't looking good for the summer Marksman, but maybe the final upgrade, hopefully, will do better. Looking like it, no, it won't. We're gonna have to wait a while though. We're gonna have to wait for $5,000 or a revive, because we're about to die, by the way. So great. And if it were like this Marksman was like maybe an exclusive, then maybe it's justified, but this is an epic you could just get from summons, so it doesn't help it in regards. It's at all. It's at all. It's not helpful. Cheapers. Well, we're oopsie. Might as well. Die anyway. Alrighty, final upgrade. Summer Marksman does 42 damage every 1.05 seconds with a range of 20, stealth and fly. While the normal Marksman does 50 damage every 0.95 seconds and with a range of 24, stealth and fly, which clearly looks like, yeah, the Summer Marksman is worse than the normal Marksman. For only 45 coins cheaper, which isn't that much compared to other units. Its prices, 45 coins isn't that much. Anyway, we're about to die anyway. But overall, the Summer Marksman is just a worser marksman. And since you could just get a marksman through summons, it doesn't really take that much to get a epic marksman, especially if you just grind for some coins. And yeah, I would definitely not recommend getting a Summer Marksman. Just invest the coins into summons to get a normal marksman. I would not recommend. And it even goes behind Noodler and Miss Monkey, because Miss Monkey may be like an easier way to get like a version of Mr. Monkey if it's similar, and Noodler is its own thing. Summer Marksman is just a worse marksman. So yeah, would not recommend here. Our next unit is the Summer Musician, which has a normal RAP cost of 196 gems and a shiny RAP cost of 667 gems. And what we're going to basically do is, since this is basically a summer version of the Musician, we're going to just compare their stats and see which one is better. And we already see a difference right here, since this one costs 1k to place, and the other one plays 1.25k. Now it does is, I had these two maxed out Shrinkinators and all these maxed out farms, so that won't be a problem. So dying hopefully won't be a problem, even if I had to use a revive to get these guys fully stacked. So first we're gonna put our Summer Musician right. We're gonna put the Summer Musician right here, and then the normal musician right here. Well, they both play music when they play scout, so it's nice. Currently, so this guy does a 10% range boost, while this guy does a 5% damage boost, so they're actually different. Which does give it points here, but there's of course other support units that do damage, including one we'll be seeing later. Anyways, then the next upgrade for Musician is 2.2k, while this guy's 2k. Again, still cheaper. So we'll upgrade them. So now this guy has a 15% range buff and a 5% damage buff. Before we continue, I know some people may be confused of why I compare some units while others don't get compared. I'm only really comparing them if they're basically like the Summer Musician, like a summer variant of like another unit you could get in summons, or for the or in general if there's like another variant of a unit in summons. So yeah, I'm not gonna be, if I like, and they would have to be like slightly similar. So if they were like, I'm not comparing like What's the next event after this one? Oh no, do the monkey event. I'm not gonna probably compare a gunner monkey to the minigunner. I may compare the banana farm to the farm, but I'm not comparing a gunner monkey to minigunner, mainly because it does seem confusing, but for stuff that ain't like farms, I'm mainly comparing if they're like for the summer units, like summer this unit, I'll be comparing it to the normal version of a unit, which you'll see later on anyways. Yeah, next upgrade for summer musician 2.5k, and this one it's same price. Here. I think it goes with the back to the comparing units, mainly because to me, just a summer musician is the summer version of the normal musician. So if I were to like, oh, I somehow don't have this one, if I wanted to track it down, the main question would I have is like, is it better than a guy I could just get in summons? So that's why I compare like the summer variant of a unit in summons, basically. Anyways, the normal musician does a 20% range boost, and the summer musician does an 8% damage boost. But I would like to also mention the range for the normal musician is higher for like your effective units, but since it's a range boost, you could technically bring both of these guys in and nothing would really change. Like even the musician, normal musician would help your summer musician. But anyways, next cost for these guys is 3.5k, while the other guy is the same price, so just upgrade these. The summer musician does a 10% damage boost, and then the musician does a 25% range boost. And then their final upgrade for this one is 6k, while the other one is 5.75k, so it is cheaper. And we upgrade these both. This guy does a 30% range boost on with its range being at 25. Meanwhile, the summer musician has a range of 22 and a damage boost of 15. So yeah, that's the summer musician. Since it is cheaper than the normal musician, but the main thing that's notable with the summer musician, it doesn't boost the same category of stats like the normal musician. The summer musician boosts damage. Meanwhile, this guy boosts range. So we're now, instead of is it better than the musician? Honestly, you can't really tell. If by range, this guy is probably equal to musician. It is cheaper, but has less range. So, but that's like how you're gonna compare these two. It's like, do you prefer a damage boost or a range boost? So I'm probably gonna put this in get it if you want tier. If you want damage boost, then you could go for this if you want, but there's probably other units that do boost damage. So yeah, get this unit if you want. That's where I would put it. Alright, so our next unit, I have to place it down right away, is the Sunburnt Slasher, which is thankfully not similar to any other unit, so I don't have to compare it with anything and ramble on that comparing in stuff for hopefully a while. I don't know. I forgot what the next ones are. But anyways, it's a legendary. It's normal RAP. Recent average price is 207 gems, and its shiny RAP is 387 gems. So yeah, I'm gonna push another one here. Now, to be fair, this guy does have a slight range boost of 0.55. So I have a calculator with me, mainly because it's silver and it has Deadeye, as you can see. So with the calc, I hope you can help figure out its range. But anyways, it does 15 damage every second, and well, I know this because its normal stat can be shown when you just view it. Its base range is 11. I can even do the math right now. 3.75 times 0.55. Well, I'm doing the math wrong, and I'm just stupid. So I guess 25% boost. Interesting. I guess 25. I don't know. Well, I'm not really gonna affect it with range. But the main thing is it does poison for 18%. It is at 18%, and it's for 3 seconds. Since it is enchanted and the range, I'm not really gonna focus in on range. It'll be around close. Because this was my, if you watch my videos, this is probably the starter you're gonna see. So yeah, I've been using this guy a lot. I got it to silver, and even got enchanted. So anyways, its first upgrade is $275, so we can upgrade that. It does 21 damage every 0.95 seconds, has the exact same range, and it does 26% poison for 3.25 seconds. Yeah. And also, its placement is 350, so it could be a starter unit if you want it, though. Since it is under 500, you probably won't be able to place another one of these if they do get through. This guy is a bit slow to deal with the speedy fellows, but it does help with like beefier enemies. Its next upgrade is $550, which makes it do 26 damage every 0.85 seconds, and its range with the boosts, because I'll mention it anyway, is 16.25 range. So I were to estimate based on my calculations right here, so divided by, actually times 0.25. Well, it doesn't have a right. 16.25 times 1.25. Well, I can't figure it out, so oh well. So, anyways, it also has stealth and does 40% poison for 3.5 seconds. And its next upgrade is $800. So when we upgrade it, does 32 damage every 0.8 seconds. Its range is 17.5, but again it has Deadeye and it's silver. But probably most units you find on the marketplace is mainly gonna probably have an enchant or maybe be silver. Either that or it'll be a duplicate of someone, because someone already added a unit like it. So yeah. And it does stealth, and it does 55% poison for 3.75 seconds. And its final upgrade is 1.15k, So we upgrade it. At max, it does 45 damage every 0.8 seconds. With the silver and the Deadeye boost, it has a range of 18.75 and does 75% poison for 4 seconds. So my main thing with this guy is he's 350, so he could be your starter. And in a game, I sometimes struggle with finding a starter on like a default, if I were to do default or with the harder boosts. So this guy helps, or like in a raid, so this guy could be helpful. He does poison. And yeah, he's like, he definitely feels like, to me, this is my opinion, a good starter, and he's cheap also to, you know. But of course, like most of the units we rank so far, he ain't gonna be the best against flying units, but that's most of the units in this game anyway. And so, but the main reason you probably will get him is it could be a starter, and it does poison damage. So that's nice. So I'm going to rank this. I would recommend it. That's where I'm going to put it. I would recommend this unit. It does poison. It could be a good starter. It won't help you after the start of the game, but it is a starter, so that's nice. And it does poison, and so that's nice. So yeah, I'll put it in I would recommend here. I would recommend you invest as gems on this unit, especially since it's a legendary, which is more common to find in a trading plaza booth than like a rarer common. So yeah, I would recommend this unit. Overall, I would recommend this unit. Alright, so our next unit, which is right here, is the Summer Cyromancer, which has a normal RAP of 387 gems and a shiny RAP of 3,127 gems. And if you notice, I do have the normal Cyromancer here, but since you can't get this unit through summons, if you don't know, you have to get it through beating a boss on this endless map. It won't affect these units too much in the ranking, unlike some other units where you could get the normal version of the unit through summons. So yeah, so their replacement price is the exact same though. And this guy starts with 7 damage, has a cooldown of 2.2, has a range of 8.8, but that has a range 2 boost, so it could be lower. And I didn't check, unlike Sunburnt Slasher, so I don't know the actual one. A splash of 2 and a slow of 10% for 5 seconds. Meanwhile, the normal Cyromancer deals 10 damage every 0.28 seconds. Every 0.28 seconds, but it has hyper, so that's different. But it has hyper, so that's different. It has a range of 10. It does no armor damage, or nil, I don't know what that is. It has a splash of 3. But, so yeah. This one, definitely stronger than the summer guy, even with the range 2. But who knows, maybe they'll be better. But for benefit of doubt, this one technically is more common. It's from a summon compared to this guy where you have to beat it for a boss. So I may let it slide I'll probably let it slide if this one is worse. But again, since these are both supports, they ain't gonna do much damage. They ain't gonna probably do much cooldown. They're both the same price in upgrade, 1.05k. And to the contrary, they're the exact same upgrade price to max out. So they're the exact same price. So when I upgrade them, the normal Cyromancer does 20 damage every 1.48 seconds with Hyper. Has a range of 12 and does 3 splash and then 20% every 6 seconds. Meanwhile, for the normal guy, it does 14 damage every 2.05 seconds, has a range at 9.9 with range 2. It does 15 armor damage, I'm pretty sure. I don't know what that means. Slow, and it does 15% slow for 5 seconds. And also, as you can clearly see by the health bar up here, and if you've been watching, these units are nowhere near good for dealing with the speedy fellas. Again, they're supports, they're not really going to be your damage dealers on it. They're going to probably like aid your damage dealers. And we're going to have to wait for one more. Actually, I'm going to put down these two Cyromancers. They can support each other. Of course, we ain't going to upgrade them. And also, for the yeah, you notice these modifiers at the bottom. Right, for the rest of these, due to most of them being a high price that you can't use them as like a starter unit, I'm gonna have double money and high starting cash on. I don't mind getting less money for this because I'm not really getting that far in endless anyway. Anyways, let's upgrade these movers. We barely have enough. For 1.8k. Normal Cyromancer does 25 damage every 30 seconds. Has a cooldown of 1.48 with Hyper. As a range of 14, does stealth, does 25 armor damage, and has a splash of 3 with 25% slow for 5 seconds. You know, this guy does 18 damage at the cooldown of 2.05, has a range of 14.3 with range 2, has stealth, does 15 armor damage, and a splash of 3. So again, what is slightly holding it back, it ain't as good as the normal Cyromancer, but it is more common. It'll probably be more common than this Cyromancer, due to how you unlock each of them. This guy would have been gotten through summer summons, and this guy you would have to beat a boss in endless. Let's skip the way. I forgot that upgrade. Yeah, they're both next upgrade price 2.3k. Oh, my game lag. Hold on. We'll get back into this. Not that. Holy Jesus, I think we have a huge like spot. Or we could be dead here. Or I lost my internet. Great. You know, that's also nice. I love when I lose the internet. Alrighty then. Yeah, my Roblox is just down. Holy Jesus. Alrighty then, so, great. Oh, that was weird. Yes, I'm gonna keep that in because, I don't know. Oh, tell Roblox to fix their servers. I know you can't see it, but I have full freaking bars. So we're gonna do something different. We're gonna go finish these guys off in a sandbox mode. Because I don't want to get back up there. But nothing would have probably changed anyway. Okay, so So you can raise. So there. Right here. So for level 4 Cyromancer, they do 30 damage every 1.4 seconds with Hyper. Have a range of 16, though stealth, have armor damage of 30, and have a splash damage of 4. You know, this guy does 22 damage every 1.95 seconds with a range of 14.3 with range 2, though stealth, have armor damage of 20, has a splash of 3, has a slow, and has 20% slow for 5 seconds. You know, let me the other guy. 30% slow for 5 seconds. And they're both final price. He's 3.1k, so might as well max them out right here. Up here. Anyway, this dude does 40 damage at max every 1.24 seconds with a range of 18. Stealth, 35 armor damage, 4 splash. Has a splash range of 4. And does 35% slow for 4 seconds. Meanwhile, this other one does 29 damage every 1.5 seconds with a range of 17.6 with range 2. Has stealth, 25 armor damage, splash range of 3, and 25% slow for 3 seconds. So, like I've been saying for the whole thing, this is just a worse normal Cyromancer, but this one is probably more common than the normal Cyromancer. Or around equal. I don't know how many of these guys exist. But they're both fine. They're both fine. The normal one is better, but they're both fine. I guess as I would maybe put this more concrete into get it if you want. If this dude's price was cheaper, but they're the exact same price. So it will still go into get it if you want. That's where I'll probably rank it anyway. Mainly because this dude's rarity may skyrocket when it's gone, especially for how the way you get it. So I'm not putting this in I don't recommend, because this could be better if you want to save gems or get a Cyromancer unit for cheaper. But if they're the exact same price, then just go with a Cyromancer. So it'll probably be behind. It will be between Lemonator and Miss Monkey in the get it if you want tier. It passes Miss Monkey mainly because it, at least to me, is probably a better unit than Miss Monkey to put your gems into, and since it's our first mythic, they're probably more common to be sold at the trading booths, which is nice. So yeah, overall, it's going into get it if you want. Our next unit is not this one, we already did this one, is the Summer Minigunner, which its normal RIP is 328 and its shiny RIP is 2,488 gems as a mythic. And since it's the summer version of the normal Minigunner, I have the normal Minigunner here as well. This is actually a duplicate. It's not the actual one I have, like the one I use mostly, but it's a duplicate. But at least it's more closer compared, at least. So that should place our normal summer minigunner. They're the exact same starting price. It does 3 damage every 0.12 seconds and a range of 9. The other one, this guy, does 4 damage every 0.1 seconds and has a range of 10, so slightly worse. But before we upgrade, sure, they're both 500 next upgrade, but I just want to upgrade these parts from them. Alright, so yeah, let's upgrade our next guys. They're 500 each. There we got 1. Okay, so our normal minigunner does 7 damage every 0.1 seconds, has a range of 13. Meanwhile, the summer minigunner does the exact same damage, but for every 1.12 seconds, with a range of 12. So again, it's slightly worse. Now, to be fair, I am a bit biased because I love minigunners, but in my ranking, so. But it probably won't do well since it's slightly worse. Anyways, the next upgrade for this guy is 1.6k, and the next upgrade for this guy is 1.75k, so around 150 coins less. Anyways, we're gonna max these out. There we go. Anyways, upgrade. Actually, we're one off. God damn it. Hold on the door. Anyways, the normal minigunner does 9 damage every 0.1 seconds with a range of 15, and it does stealth now. Meanwhile, summer does 8 damage every 0.12 seconds with a range of 14. Again, still worse though. And it's only 150 coins cheaper for a max out guy. We're gonna put more Sunburnt Slashers down. I'm playing this. I know there's like a wave one that comes up next, so we're gonna speed up. Anyway, next upgrade for both of these is 5.5k, so still this guy's only 150 coins cheaper. So we're gonna upgrade game. So the minigunner does 10 damage every 0.05 seconds with a range of 16, and the stealth, the summer minigunner, is 8 damage every 0.05 seconds with a range of 16 and does stealth. So it is slowly getting closer in stats to this guy, but it's still slightly off, and is still only 150 coins cheaper. And their both final upgrade is 7.5k, so we're gonna max these both out here. The normal minigunner does 20 damage every 0.03 seconds, range of 16, with stealth and armor. And while the summer minigunner does 18 damage every 0.04 seconds, with a range of 16, stealth, and does armor. So again, pretty close in exact same range, exact same types it helps target, stealth and armor. The only thing holding it back is cooldown, which is 0.01 off, which is still fine. It's still good. And it's only 2 damage off. But again, it's slightly worse for 150 less coins, so yeah, it's not really the best in that regard. It's still good. It's still good. But you're better off just either spending a bunch of coins for a normal minigunner, or even spending gems on a normal minigun. They're probably cheaper in the marketplace anyway. But it's still a mythic. But again, it's still a mythic, and it's so close that literally could just depend on what you'd use for it. So to me, it's on like the barrier of wouldn't recommend it, get it if you want. So I'm gonna put it on the barely onto get it if you want, but behind Summer Cyromancer. It is behind Summer Cyromancer in the get it if you want tier. Here. They're both close to equal that if you have enough gems and this guy was there and you don't have it, then maybe if you really want to, you could get it yourself. So yeah, get it if you want. Our next unit is the Summer Railgunner right here, which is a mythic that goes as a normal RAP of 349 gems and a shiny RAP of 3,457. And of course, since we have the normal Railgunner, it's a summer version of the normal Railgunner. Anyways, we have a similar scenario to here, so let me just put this guy down. Also, when I got it, it was silver, so the range will be off. So yeah, it's 14.7 right here. They're both 3K to place, so when I get the money. But when I get the money, great. Not gonna skip play this much. As you can see by the railguns, they are definitely slow. They do a butt ton of damage there. The summer one does 100 damage every 2.7 seconds, and it has stealth, steal, and those with flying units. I can play the actual. It does the same amount of damage with a cooldown of 2.5, so barely better than the summer one. Has a range of 15.75, again, still slightly better than the other one, and does with the same things. And they're both 2.5k to upgrade, so they're basically both similar in upgrade price. Okay, so the normal Railgunner does 200 damage every 2.5 seconds, has a range of 18.9, does stealth, steal, and fly. You know, the summer one does 160 damage, 400 less, with a cooldown of 2.7, with a range of 17.85 with silver, and does stealth, steal, fly, and armor. So here it could be slightly better, specifically against armor types. Again, it's low on damage, barely on cooldown, and barely on range. And their next upgrades are both 5.5k. So we're gonna wait. And also so I can get my farms up. Now let me place another one of these Sunburnt Slashers. Of course, I've been grinding. I have other units, so you may not be seeing use this guy that much, but I'm just using him because it's on theme for the video, and I do need a starter for this. I do need a starter for these, so these are helpful. And also for pretty much the rest of these units, because, oh my god. I may cut that out. Anyways, for the rest of these units, we would have double money and higher starting cash on due to the prices. And then I'll also let you know if there's anything else different. And next wave we should be able to upgrade these guys. Rock Dwayne Noob. Dwayne the Rock Johnson Noob. You see, look, it says Rock Noob. Oh wait. See, look, there it is, the Rock Noob, the Dwayne Noob. Oh my god, the Dwayne Noob, the Dwayne Noob. They're still slow. Good thing we got all three of these guys here. Anyways, let's upgrade these guys. So the Summer Railgunner does 240 damage every 2.4 seconds, has a range of 23.1, does stealth, steel, fly, and armor. Meanwhile, this guy does 300 damage every 2.2 seconds with a range of 23.1, and does stealth, steel, fly, and armor. Again, this one's slightly better than the Summer counterpart. And next upgrade 9.5k, and next upgrade 9.2k, so we have enough. Can't wait to save up a bunch for the next one, so oh boy. Anyways, normal Railgunner does 500 damage every 2 seconds, a range of 26.25, and does stealth, steel, fly, and armor. Meanwhile, the Summer Railgunner does 400 damage every 2.2 seconds, with a range of 25.2, and does stealth, steel, fly, and armor. So again, slightly worse than the other one, but it is slightly becoming more apparent as this unit does 500 less damage. So as of right now, it is seeming like it is slightly worse than the normal Railgunner. So it's gonna hover around the lower tiers. But like the normal, it does deal with flying units, which to me are the most annoying, but so does the Railgunner. And you could just get it by gambling or for a lower price in a trading plaza. Anyways, yeah, I think we have enough for our final upgrade, 15.5k. So maxed out Summer does 650 damage every 1.195 seconds with a range of 23.35. Does stealth, steel, fly, and armor. You know, this guy does 800 damage every 1.75 seconds with a range of 31.5. Does stealth, steel, fly, and armor. So again, this just reinforces it. It's just slightly worse than the normal Railgunner. So I'm thinking like around that range, I put the Summer Minigunner. Tip of wouldn't recommend to like low get it if you want. I would say it does deal with fly units, but the Railgunner also does the exact same thing, just better. And also, I'm not really a fan of the slower units, like a Railgunner. I prefer more fast DPS. Like, I'll bring him in. Like, I'll mainly bring him in if there's a boss that has high health, but is very slow. Oh, but that's after I fail with my normal loadout. That probably has faster cooldowns. So I'm gonna put it at the top of wouldn't recommend getting. You're more likely just aim for a normal Railgunner anyway. Hey, like if you want to get a Summer Railgunner, if it's there and you don't have it, like the Summer Minigunner, then if you want to, sure. But this guy will probably be more common and probably more easier to get by just saving up your coins, spending it on summons and stuff. And again, I'm not really in favor. I don't really like the slower cooldown guys, so yeah, top of wouldn't recommend. At best, get it if you want, but overall top of wouldn't recommend. Alright, our next unit is the Summer Rocketeer right here. Going in Marketplace, it has a normal RAP of 349 gems and a shiny RAP of 4,302 gems. And is 650 to place, which is why I don't have double coins or a starter unit on, but they'll be back, probably. Alright, this unit does 12 damage. It does with a 1.2 cooldown, 12.6 range, armor damage, and has a splash of 5. Right. Unfortunately, it can't take out these guys, unfortunately, so well. Oh, that sucks. But most of these don't. Most of these don't anyway. There's only the minigunners, and yet they needed to have backup. Anyways, our next upgrade is 550 coins, so we can upgrade right here. There's no similar version to this unit, so we're fine. Anyways, or like this ain't a summer variant of another unit. That's fine. Anyways, it does 20 damage every 1.15 seconds, has a range of 14.7, and does armor damage as a splash of 6. And next upgrade, could we afford it? I'm pretty sure. No, we can't. We're a couple off. So yeah, we're gonna have to deal with these final ones. And so yeah, this guy deals with fly units, but at upgrade 3, which to me is still good. It's still cheap enough so you can get to fly quickly. This guy can still not deal with these guys. Holy Jesus. I'm gonna have to put another guy down right here to deal with them. Holy jeepers. This guy does 35 damage, 1.15 cooldown, has a range of 15.75, but this is silver, so doesn't really matter that much. Does stealth, flyman, and armor, and has a splash of 6. And its next upgrade is $2.15 thousand. To me, mainly this unit, this one is good. This unit, it always comes in clutch in my grinds. And mainly because it's quick to deal with multiple flying units. It's unlike Railgunners, so if there's like too many fly ones, then they can't deal with them, or if they ain't leveled up enough, they could not deal with them. This guy could deal with them. Could like deal with a bunch of flyer units. Oh boy, we're about to die. Boy. Really do that. We're gonna put more farms. There we go, we're good. Oh, like jeepers. Just get going. Anyways, upgrade this one. Doing 55 damage every 0.95 seconds with a range of 17.85. With stealth, fly, and armor, and has a splash of 7. There we go, it wiped out that whole area. Maybe this one, there's now fast units. There we go. They let one go by. It's fine. Let them spread. That's fine. I'll take this guy. We need him. as our final upgrade is 3.5k. Overall, I like this unit. Probably my favorite mythic out of the event, out of the ones for this event. Yes, even better than the Summer Minigunner, which I've biased towards miniguns. Mainly because it's unique and also deals with flying units. And you can clearly tell I like it because it has silver on it. So yeah. Well, we can't fully rank it yet. We need to max it out before we but it will probably do very well. I do think it is better than my Sunburnt Slasher. Mainly because it can deal with flying units. So it can deal with most types in the game. Does 80 damage every 0.8 seconds with a range of 21. With stealth, fly, armor, and a splash of 8. So yeah. It's just solidifies my fault. It is a good unit. It deals with flies. Deals like a good chunk of units, enemies. Its damage is low, but it has a pretty good splash. And it's cheap, so you can place multiple of them. So yeah. Overall, I do really like it. I would recommend getting this unit. The only reason I wouldn't say, oh, definitely get it, is the damage, but besides that, it is a pretty good unit. If I do say so myself. If it had more damage, probably, or like a smaller cooldown, it'll be, yes, definitely get it. But even still, it does, again, it still leaks by itself. You need multiple of them for them to really shine. And so, yeah. But they'll be at like top of would recommend. That's where I'll put it. I would recommend you save your gems and get this unit. It will help you so much. Probably. No, I have to sound confident. It will definitely help you in situations like, look how good this guy is. Oh my god. And I would recommend getting this unit. Oh my god, let's move on now. Alright, so our next unit is not this one. Is the Lifeguard. Which has a normal RP of 1,162 gems and a shiny RP of 401,052 gems. So yeah, pretty rare. It is also our first exclusive we're doing. And since it's not a starting price is under 750, yeah, we're gonna have to it up. I know this one has an enchantment, but it won't impact much. Now we're gonna max out that. I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't want this maxed out. It's placing this guy down to 1.4k, and it does 8 damage every 2.2 seconds with a range of 13, and it boosts damage by 10%. Unfortunately, it doesn't reach this guy yet, but we mitigate soon enough with its first upgrade of $600. We do have, and a boost. It upgrades the boost to 12.5 damage boost. Has a damage of 8 with a cooldown of 2, range of 15, and attacks 3 times. And how is it not affecting this guy yet? Well, it should not, next upgrade, which is 2.1k. So it does 15% damage boost, damage of 10 every 1.7 seconds, has a range of 19, it attacks 3 times, and has stealth, and has a new ability right here, heal, which would heal your units from stun. Not sure about that. Should be able to. Next upgrade is 5.25k. So there we go. It does 20% damage boost, damage of 14, a cooldown of 1.5, range of 23. It shoots 3 times for attack and does stealth. And of course, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but this one does have morale 3, so it is, if it does affect the unit, then my bad, but it does boost your unit, so yeah, that's nice. Decent, it's a decent boost too. Its final upgrade is 7.6k. Next wave. So yeah, I know. So yeah, I'm not really the guy with boosters, but I'll bring them along if they do damage. So this guy does do some damage. It, of course, not that much, and it is pretty slow, but it does attack 3 times. And it boosts damage, so if you like a bigger number in damage, this will help. That's its final upgrade time. And it does a 25% boost every 23 seconds. Okay, we're doing 25 right here. God dang it. Anyways, it does 25% boost every 23 seconds with a cooldown of 1.5. 25% damage boost, and it deals 23 damage every 1.4 seconds with a range of 26, attacks 3 times, and has stealth. Now, what mainly seals the deal for me, fully recommending that you should get this unit, is like, oh, if you want, it has good boost, it does decent damage, I think, for a booster. Actually, for a booster, this is a bunch of damage, so yeah, but it's not really the best in damage, but good in boost. But anyways, what pretty much sealed the deal is its heal ability. It'll definitely help, especially during bosses, since they stun. So yeah, I would put this in, I would recommend you get this. It can be helpful. Oh, it is behind Sunburnt Slasher though, mainly because this guy does poison damage and he's enough for a starter. But still, this unit is pretty good. So yeah, I would recommend you get this. Yes, it may help you out. Alright, so our next unit is the Rafter, with a normal RP of 1,107 gems and a shiny RP of 86,875 gems. Now, the main question you're probably asking while looking at this is, why are you on the forest map on hard mode with the sandbox modifier? Well, I'm glad you asked, because one of the main flaws of this unit, it clearly shows when you try to place it. You can only place this unit on water, which of course the moon doesn't have water, so I picked one right here. Oh my god, I one-shot all of them. Anyways, it does have a modifier, so the cooldown is probably misleading. But anyways, this unit does placement cost is 1.25k, and this unit does 60 damage every 2 seconds with hyper, and has a range of 25. And it's also the first one to do linger damage, which is 30 DPS every 3 seconds. And its first upgrade is 950, so we upgrade it right here. It does 75 damage every 140 seconds, has a cooldown of 1.6, has a range of 30, and does the same linger DPS. And now we're going to upgrade it for 3.5k right now to deal with those guys. Holy Jesus. Which makes it down to 140 damage every 1.6 seconds with hyper. Cooldown, with cooldown, a range of 35, it does stealth, and a 35 linger DPS for 3.5 seconds. But anyway, this is next upgrade for 3.85k. We barely missed it, goddammit. Deals with flying units, along with doing 220 damage every 1.44 seconds with hyper. With a range of 40. And it also does stealth. And has a linger of 60 DPS for 3.5 seconds. Holy jeebers. So yeah, clearly this guy is very good. So literally just putting him on water, making you place it on water, is just basically a debuff for the guy, because apparently it would just be too OP otherwise. Which is fine, but there are probably a few maps this unit could go on. Which also sucks even more, because you can't even take it to Endless, because I'm not on the Endless map, the moon. So yeah. Yeah, you can't take this guy on certain maps, which sucks. And even sucks for events, because if the event don't have water, you cannot take it with you. Can this dude kill this guy? We'll see. It's the first unit besides certain type that just casually this guy cannot get past. As its final upgrade is 0.5k, so it's also very cheap. And it does 375 damage every 1.2 seconds with hyper. Has a range of 45, the stealth fly, and it has linger damage of 80 DPS for 4 seconds. Oh my god, that was fast. So yeah, this guy is wicked strong. Holy goobers. Yes. Now sure, it cannot take out this tank of a unit, but still. Hello. Oh. Oh. So in summary, you get this very strong unit with linger damage that can deal with stealth and flying units, with basically its only debuff being it ain't really fully strong enough to take out stuff like very strong bosses. And it has to be placed on water. Which still ain't that bad. And until you realize the maps slowly make this guy worse. If every map besides like a small few had water, then this would be fine. But since it's the opposite, probably like a couple few maps have water, this guy, yeah, it does lose points. But if it does have water, this guy is very helpful, especially with the weaklings. So yeah, I honestly would recommend it. You get this unit. I will put it behind Sunburnt Slasher because that and the Summer Rocketeer you could use anywhere. But it'll be in front of the Lifeguard mainly because it is very strong. And the Lifeguard really just depends if you like boosters or like to bring some boosters. So yeah, would recommend. And it'll be in between Sunburnt Slasher and Lifeguard. So yeah, get this unit and then start playing any map with water and maybe make a list of any map with water. Here, this guy will probably help you out a bunch with the weaker enemies. Next up, we have the Summer Commando, which has a normal RAP of $2,109 and a shiny RAP of $82,857. And if you all remember, I got this unit the legit way. I beat hard mode with another player and I got this unit on the beach map. And since you see I made it gold, you can pretty much tell what rank it will be, but you know, let's just go through it. Well, first we do need some context here. This unit, as you can tell, is a spawner. And fun fact, spawners in this game are like the rarest thing you can ever come by, man. and this unit, being a spawner, is cheap. As a more recognizable spawner I know of, the King is a secret, and it is expensive. And its placement is cheap also. So with higher starting cash, you can literally place this down as your first unit. Now again, now I also like to mention while we start upgrading this thing, you can only place 2 of them. So yeah. But this guy does damage and spawn, so this guy is probably already a bit OP already. So let me just start maxing out these farms. See, you see throughout this video, majority of units struggle with these slender aliens and mainly this wave. No problem. We are at full health also, so you can tell this guy's OP. And we haven't even upgraded it yet at $1.25k as its price. So anyways, let's just upgrade this guy, and it does 10 damage every 0.5 seconds with a range of 14.3 with gold, by the way. And does armor damage. Spawns every 25 seconds and spawns 2 Marksmans and 2 Noodlers. Meanwhile, I forgot to mention its starting one. It does 4 damage every 0.5 seconds with a range of 11. And every 15 seconds it spawns 1 Noodler. So yeah. So after we upgrade these farms, let's keep this going. There's the next one, 3.4k. Hey. Well, with our double money and higher starting cash combo, not a problem. The 35 damage every 0.4 seconds, and with 16.5 range deals with stealth and armor. And every 25 seconds, it spawns 2 Marksmans and 2 Rocketeers. And also, I also have bias for this type. Even in my Toilet Tower Defense and days, which I used to play that game, by the way. Hey, I like my spawners. There's a bunch. I may have not used a spawner in Toilet Tower Defense, but that's mainly because all of its other units are OP as well, so not my problem. But yeah, it's clearly, but yeah, and this guy, OP. We are having no struggle at all. Meanwhile, for other units, there would be struggling a bit. There'd be enemies at least right here. Anyways, next upgrade, 5.5k, bang. 55 damage every 0.4 seconds, with a range of 17.6, deals with stealth armor, and every 45 seconds it spawns as 1 Minigunner, 2 Rocketeers, and 2 Marksmen. Which does show another problem, that its cooldown for spawning is high. But with other units, they're not really a problem. Especially with stuff like this, where they're just reinforcing a line, so more of them are gonna build up here. Yeah, so only really be a problem with like stuff like bosses and stuff. Or these guys, because meanwhile they can get damaged with the enemies. This guy doesn't attack flies, so that's his only weakness. We're gonna have to revive anyway, so let me just try to finish this up. Anyways, his final upgrade is 13.25k. Bam. Does 100 damage every 0.4 seconds with a range of 22. Does stealth and armor. And every 60 seconds, it spawns a Railgunner. 2 Railgunners, 2 Minigunners, and 2 Rocketeers. Which are basically all their mythics. Basically, if we're taking rarity terms, all their mythics. Basically. These are all mythics in the game. So yeah, this guy, very good. Actually, we're not even gonna die here. This guy, there's just this guy left. So if we take him out right here, we could literally have a chance of surviving to see another day. Okay. Yeah. He literally won't, he won't insta-kill our base now. So yeah, this guy, still OP. These guys are very strong wing units. They have 950 health, and they took out almost all of them. Actually, they just took out the final one. Oh my god. And wait, hold on. Maybe some of these can attack wing types. Well, I can't judge that for myself. I don't know. Oh, yeah, it doesn't show them, so it's probably just a bug. But yeah, they probably, when they spawn, they don't really attack wing types. Oh my god, I found a glitch. I found a glitch. This better be fixed. Even though I'm recording this before the Spy Pass update, and I'll probably have this video out after another update has passed. So, oh yeah, 2 updates would have passed during the production of this video. Interesting. Anyways, this doesn't matter. Definitely get this unit. Definitely save your gems and get this unit. This unit, according to its RIP, is cheap, and it is very good. Definitely get tier. It definitely deserves this tier. Here, you can tell by me when I got this. I think around a month ago, I'm pretty sure. Or basically the day before, or like the video before the Monkey Bash update. I got this unit. And now we're here in the August round of updates in the Big 26, and I got this boy to gold. So yeah, definitely get here. None of the sentiment. Nah. Definitely get it. Save your gems and get this unit. I would highly recommend it. It will help you 100% of the time. I'm definitely get this unit. Holy Jesus. So there you have it, guys. The tier list should be on screen right now. Oh, And yeah. So of course I do want to mention some other stuff before I say my normal stick in my outros. But firstly, there will probably be inaccuracies with these video, and also some information that is outdated, like the RAP prices and stuff. And of course, some units change, some get buffed, some get nerfed, of course. Or stuff like that. And also, there may be some stuff that may change if I do this type of video again, and like the comparing of units and so on and so on, stuff like how I do these rankings. But anyways, in that case, if you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. If you have like any other ideas for stuff to do in this game, like challenges or stuff I haven't done yet. I haven't done some modes, and and even if you saw Endless in this, I haven't done a full run of Endless yet. So yeah, or just some random ideas or other games I should play, or you know, if you want to request something for me to play, comment below, of course. Anyways, like and subscribe for more videos, yada yada yada, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.